James Helder, Pitch Football, just witnessed Man City's 3-1 defeat of Watford. Give me your initial reaction to the game.
Initial reaction to the game, first half came out, battered Watford all over them, should have had about 10 in the first 20 minutes. So happy with the first half, but I think in the second half we stepped back a bit, same as on Wednesday against Villa. We just let them come to us more. They obviously scored, but yeah, happy with the game overall.
Who's your man of the match today for Man City?
Man of the match for me, one man for Bernardo, obviously. Every game is just unbelievable what he does. He's like a carbon cut out of Messi. He's just untouchable at the moment.
This result sends Man City top of the league. What does that mean to you as a City fan?
For me as a City fan as well, especially this season, you wasn't sure. You got Chelsea and Liverpool there as well, but I think we started the season really well, and we're keeping up with them, which I thought we wouldn't do.
We saw Chelsea drop points today against West Ham as well. Unexpected result. Well done to West Ham. Is this the sort of result that can give you momentum to believe you can win the league this year?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, for me personally, it's more about Liverpool, worried about Liverpool and what they're going to do. And yeah, but Chelsea dropping points, obviously, big advantage for us, and I'm glad we took it.
Pep Guardiola, in your opinion, best manager in the Premier League? In your opinion, Pep Guardiola, #1 manager in the Premier League?
Yeah, #1 manager in the world. No one comes near him. What he's done, what he does with the team. You can say he might go to someone like Wickham and not manage it very well, but do you know what? He's doing what he's doing with what's in front of him, and best club team in the world at the moment.
Is it a worry for you? You haven't got a recognised number 10 up front. You have got all these attacking cams that can play in that role.
Yeah, 100%. We need a striker. We need to sign Haaland, Kane, anyone. I don't even care at this point. I'd take Mikel Antonio, to be honest with you. We've got the amount of chances we create and the amount of chances we waste and the amount of balls that go just across the box. Just needs someone there just to finish it, clinical like that.
Do you want to tell him? Do you want to give him your sort of opinion on bringing someone in?
Pep, get a striker in now. Haaland, the one in Florentino, whatever his name is, Mikel Antonio. Just get one in. We need goals and win the Champions League. That's what's missing.
James Helder, Pitch Football. With me, I've got Man City fan. We've just witnessed Man City's 3-1 away win against Watford. Give me your instant reaction to the game.
I think it was a good performance. We battered them really. First half especially, we honestly could have scored about 7, but we sat back a bit, let them back into the game slightly, but it was never really in doubt. Bernardo Silva once again showing why he's the best player in the league, and no one's close to him. And then obviously big result for us, Chelsea getting beat, so it takes us top. See what we like to see. Hopefully we can carry on like that.
As you mentioned, Chelsea suffered defeat to West Ham, puts Man City top. Are you confident City can stay top for the remainder of the season?
I think so. I think we are the best team by far, and I think if we sign a striker in January, I think it won't be close. I think we are the best team.
Would you still consider bringing Harry Kane in? Is he a top target in your opinion?
So for me, the only one I want is Haaland. I think he's the only one that is capable of replacing Aguero, and the 10 years that he gave to us. I think Haaland is the man.
Why is it if you haven't got pace on FIFA, you're not rated in real life?
Too many people play FIFA.
So for you, it's Haaland over Kane all day long?
Over Kane, 100%, no doubt.
Let's talk a little bit about the bottom of the table. Who would be your top 3 teams for relegation this year?
I think Burnley could go down. I think Norwich are going to go down, and I would have said Newcastle, but big win today for them.
Big win today against Burnley.
Big win, and I think their owners will spend what they need to prevent them going down. So I think that last spot could be anyone's guess. Maybe someone like Southampton.
What goes through your mind when you see a team with Newcastle, unlimited funds, unlimited checkbook?
I think fair play to them, because we've got exactly the same. So,
is it a threat to you where Newcastle could be in 5-6 years?
Could be, but I think they've got a long way to go before they can attract the level that they want to attract. I think they need to carry on going for a few years, steady progression. Yeah.
What do you say to people that surmise that Pep's only done it at top clubs, only done it at Barca, he's only done it at City? What do you say in response to that?
There's a reason he only manages the top clubs and gets results every single one. Dominates domestically in a way that's never been seen before. 100 points, getting 98 the season after. It's unheard of. So I think that proves everything about him. To be honest, I think he's the best manager in the world.
James Helder, Pitch Football. With me, I've got Man City fan Mason. Just witnessed Man City's 3-1 win against Watford on the road. Give me your instant reaction to the game.
I think we played all right. We could have got 4 or 5, but we got the result in the end, and you put up a fight, so we'll take what we get there. It's a tough place to come and get a 3 points, so we'll take it.
I think the pressure was on, having seen that Chelsea had already dropped points and Liverpool were close to the last minute just to nick in a winner.
Oh yeah, I mean, since Chelsea come here, like, is it in the week, and you give him a good game. So I watched that game, to be fair, and you give him a good game. So I was thinking, would you do the same to us? And you were exciting to us, but we got the 3 points, and we did the job. But obviously in the week you did that to Chelsea, so I was a bit worried, to be fair, but we got the 3 points tonight.
Is it a worry that City haven't got a recognised number 10 at the moment? They haven't seemed to spend the money to replace Aguero.
I mean, since 2015, we've been getting games, we've been scoring 5 goals, but it's been like 5-3 games. But now we're winning 2-0, 1-0, 2-1, 3-1. But we've got the defence to back it now. But it's not like it used to be when we were winning 5-0, 6-0. It's a bit scary now. We used to win about 4-0, 5-0 now. We're getting 3-1, 2-1, but we've got the defence to back it up now, so I'm quite happy about that, yeah.
When you think of Man City's current team, are they good enough to maintain to this Premier League number 1 spot? Are they good enough to see off the likes of Chelsea and Liverpool?
We're good enough to win the Premier League and Premier League alone, but if it's win the Premier League and win other stuff, I'm not sure. It could be Premier League and no other trophies, or it could be no Premier League and Champions League. I don't think we can win Premier League and Champions League this year. It's one or the other, because you've got Chelsea on our asses, you've got Chelsea, you've got, in the Champions League, like especially, you've got Bayern, PSG, who are right there, so it's one or the other this year, so it depends what gets to February, what we decide to go for. Champions League, Premier League, it's one or the other for me.
Man City fans have got a reputation of not coming out to support the club at home in particular. What do you say to those people? You're a travelling away Manchester City fan.
I say come to the midweek games against Club Brugge and come to the midweek games against Feyenoord, because when we get to PSG and Bayern Munich, you'll be there, won't you? We'll be there supporting them. So why not come to PSG? Why not come to Feyenoord? Why not come to Club Brugge? Because it's the same idea. Club like midweek games against them teams are the same against PSG's Premier League games, but City fans don't buy Champions League, so it's up to them, isn't it?
Love that. Got to say, my man, thank you ever so much for your time today. Mate. Please download our free app at Pitch Football, and hopefully we get a chance to catch you in the future. Thank you very much.
Hey, well, Watford fans are brilliant. I've always respected them. Up the horns, come on.
James Holder, Pitch Football. With me, I've got Watford fan Jack. We're just in response to Watford's 3-1 home defeat to Manchester City. Firstly, commiserations, Jack.
Well, commiserations is one thing, but I mean, you lot played us a spark. Absolutely.
Well, Watford exceptionally bad today. Were Man City exceptionally good, in your opinion?
It says more about Man City. Like, that is a team of pure quality.
Are you always expecting damage limitation when a team, as you mentioned, of pure quality like Manchester City are in town?
Obviously, yeah. There's no way a team like us can ever compete with that. Like, it's just, the second you see that front three, or whatever it may be, it's just, it's going to happen. Yeah. Like, pure. Absolutely.
Suffered defeat today against Manchester City, as you expected. A game you're probably anticipating losing. How do you think Claudio Ranieri's done since he's joined Watford? How do you think the team have changed and progressed under him?
No, the thing is, like, I think a lot of teams will expect that he's done well. He done very well. I mean, what you take into account, fucking Everton, Man United, but apart from that, lost all the games.
The Man United game was a superb result. Got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer the tin tack as well. Fantastic result.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, the thing I can say under Ranieri is like progression. That's the only thing I can say. Yeah. Pure progression.
Yeah. You know yourself, it's not an instant success job, this Premier League management. You're not going to come in and change the fortunes of a club overnight.
No, absolutely not. I mean, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But we will see. I really hope he keeps us up.
Do you think the team's lacking identity? It's lacking character at the moment?
No, do you know what? I wouldn't say that. No, absolutely not. I think there's some fucking character in this team, and especially there's quality in this team. Let's be honest. Like you got to see like Dennis, Sarr, all that. There's quality that can move up to another team. There's quality in it.
Are you confident Watford will be all right this season? I know you're hovering just above the relegation zone at the moment, but you're confident Watford got enough about them to get through this year?
Well, I fucking hope so. I mean, I never want to say the phrase, there's worse teams than us to go down. There's worse teams than us. But I always look out, I'll say Newcastle, I'll say Burnley, and someone else, but we'll be above them. That's all I can say.
I love that optimism, Jack. I like that.
That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
I like coming to Watford. It's always great to see local people supporting their local clubs. So Jack, thank you ever so much for your time today. Great to get you on. I appreciate it. James Elder, Pitch Football. With me, I've got two young Manchester City fans. Just witnessed Man City beat Watford 3-1. Give me your instant reactions to what the game was.
Well, fucking hell, I just thought Ruben Diaz was mint. I just thought the City team performed as well as they could. Made every pass. It was just mint performance from the lads.
Mint from the lads again, you mentioned. For you, who was your City man of the match today?
Everyone. Everyone just fucking mint. Everyone just fucking mint today.
James Holder, Pitch Football. We've just witnessed Watford's home defeat to Manchester City. Boys, can you give me your instant reaction to the game? What did you think?
Watford done bad. They should have done more pressing.
Yeah, I agree. How good were Man City today, in your opinion, young man?
Man City kept moving and making space around the pitch. So every time they didn't have no one marked, so they're pulling away from the defenders amid.
Was there a big, huge gap in quality and class between the Watford players and the Man City players today?
Yes.
Yeah. Who's got the better players? Who was the best Watford player in your opinion today? Who really put an effort in?
Cathcart.
Yeah. What about you? Who do you think put a good job in for Watford today?
Sissoko.
Watford going to be all right this season? Do you think they've got enough about them to stay in the Premier League?
Yes, a lot. They can, because Ranieri's joined and he's had all the big teams. He hasn't played the Norwiches or Newcastles yet.
Yeah. And you have beaten some of the big teams. That great win over Manchester United quite recently.
Yeah.
And you should have beat Chelsea as well.
Yeah, but we couldn't take our chances in that game.
Yeah. What's going to be different in the next game for Watford? What's going to happen?
Ranieri make a lot of changes and then they'll make it so they're pressing a lot more.
Love that. Ranieri's got a track record of being a winner. Are you excited to have him as manager at Watford?
Yes. Yeah, because potentially he could win the league next season.
Oh, well, that'll be some achievement. I think that'll rank up there with Ranieri's greatest ever moments if he manages that young man.
Yeah, because he's won the league with Leicester, so why can't he do it with Watford?
You heard it here first. Lads, I've got to say thank you ever so much for talking to Pitch Football. I really appreciate it. And thanks for giving us a bit of time, all right? Yeah. See you soon, boys.
Bye. Bye.
James Holder, Pitch Football. We're at Watford today, just witnessing Watford's home defeat to Manchester City. Firstly, give me your instant reaction to the game.
Well, I mean, Man City were too good. They're too many good players. They played attacking football. They dominated possession. Yeah. I think Watford had no chance in this game.
You mentioned Watford. Since Ranieri's taken over, they've picked up some big scalps. Did you anticipate it being harder for Man City today, if that's the right word?
I mean, I was at the Man U game and Watford played a lot better. Yes. But that was against a weaker Man U side, and I saw they played better against Chelsea as well. So this kind of proves that Man City is probably the best team in the league. But I'd say Liverpool are better though.
Now, I know you're a Liverpool fan. You got a chance to watch Watford and Man City today. What do you take away from the game? What do you take away from Man City?
Well, I mean, I didn't want City to win, obviously, because they got top of the table, and I wanted Liverpool too. But I don't really mind. It's a game.
Last-minute winner for Liverpool against Wolves today. They were top of the table for about an hour and a half. We then saw Man City's storming result against Watford. Who do you think will end up Premier League champions this year? Bias not involved.
This year, Liverpool. They're going to win it, mate. Yeah, they're going to win it. Fucking Trent Alexander-Arnold's going to win it. Yeah, 100%.
What do you think of the Ballon d'Or selection and nominations and players in the running who got it this year?
Ballon d'Or, Salah was robbed. He wasn't seventh. He should have been at least third. He should have won it. He was robbed.
Jorginho, third best player in the world, in your opinion?
Not third, but he should have been up there because he's won everything this year. But definitely not third. Against Messi and Lewandowski, nah, no chance.
Why don't Salah get the praise he deserves outside of England, in your opinion?
I don't know, because they don't really see him playing in La Liga and that, so I don't know. Salah, he's clearly better now than Ronaldo, and clearly better than Messi at the moment, so there's no more to say.
Quite finally on the Man City topic, do you think they'll sign a big striker in January, or do you think they're more than confident with the players that they've got filling in that role?
This January, I don't think so, but I think next summer they'll bring in Kane or someone like that. Someone with quality, yeah.
James Holder, pitch football. We've just witnessed Watford's home defeat to top of the table Manchester City. Give me your instant reaction to the game. How do you assess that?
I mean, it's what I expected, really and truly, but I thought Watford showed good intensity at the end of the game, which they should have showed throughout the whole game. But overall, not a bad performance, but kind of what you expect, really.
I know you watch Watford regularly. You've had a chance to see them. Have you noticed an improvement amongst the players' attitude and mentality since Claudio Ranieri joined the club?
I definitely think they tend to turn up against bigger clubs, which is quite impressive for a small team like Watford. But if they could just like show some of that consistency against other teams in the table, they'd definitely be a more kind of, I don't know what the word is, like a reckon with team, and they wouldn't be facing relegation every year. But
I was going to say that. Are they good enough, in your opinion, to avoid relegation this season? Are they too good enough of a team, to use the old cliche, to get relegated?
I really hope so. I think they'll stay up, because the result against Man United just shows they've got character in the team, they've got fight in the team, so they've obviously got some kind of strong core there, so hopefully they can stay up.
Any weaknesses you spotted in the Manchester City team today, or are they as awesome as everyone suggests?
I mean, there's obviously a lack of a clear number 9. I think Jesus is good, but he's not an out-and-out striker, and he's not what they need. But then again, they've got so much quality in City with Sterling, De Bruyne. But yeah, they definitely need to sign a striker to be the top team.
Who would you sign if you had the options of Manchester City and the players out there? Who would be your tick-in-the-box striker in January?
Top three, Lewandowski first. Second, probably Haaland. And then third, I mean Ronaldo, but he ain't going to come to City. But yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned Lewandowski. Man's been on absolute fire for 2 seasons running. Can't get a Ballon d'Or for love nor money. Can I ask your thoughts on the whole Ballon d'Or situation and the players that were in the mix for it this year?
Well, Messi's even gone out of his way and said himself he deserved it last year. So I think it's only fair that he gets a mention. I mean, to me, he's a clear winner. Like when you look at the statistics, I think it's something like in 90 games he's got 100 goals, and like that's the best goal-scoring record out of any striker in Europe. So I just think it's obvious.
James Holder, pitch football, just witnessed Manchester City's 3-1 win over Watford. Firstly, give me an instant reaction to the game. How do you assess that?
Instant reaction for me would be slick football again from City. Watford gave a good effort, but again, I think the way we're playing at the moment is there's no team beating us.
Are Watford good enough to stand in the Premier League, in your opinion?
Yeah, definitely. If you look at the clubs against them, rivaling at the bottom, you'd say Newcastle, Norwich going down. You'll stay up. Let's
talk a little bit about Manchester City. Gone top with Liverpool as well, winning today, top for a little while. City are now at the top of the table. Strong enough, in your opinion, to stay there? Will this be City's year?
100%. Christmas always is a very, very tough period, yeah, but Chelsea dropping points today is big for us. We'll lead this. We've got Newcastle in 2 weeks. We've got a bit of a nice run over Christmas, Leicester and Boxing Day. Yeah, I'm keen for us to stay at the top over Christmas. New Year, anything can happen really, can't it? So we'll go from there.
Are you strong enough without a striker? Do you think in January the recruitment, big money paychecks will come out, big striker coming in?
See, I'm desperate for a striker, absolutely desperate, yeah, but I'll never doubt Pep, but a striker for me would take us to that next level in Champions League, and that's where we're missing it.
Who would you bring in?
Haaland for me, it's got to be Haaland.
Really?
I don't want Kane. Kane's class, don't get me wrong, but Haaland's just young, he's talented, and he's got that attitude as well, so he's a winner, and I can see that.
James Holder, pitch football, just witnessed Watford's home defeat 3-1 to top of the table Manchester City. Give me your instant reaction to the game. How do you assess that?
After watching the game, it was a very beautiful performance from Man City, if I do say so myself. 2 excellent goals from Bernardo Silva, which I personally believe is an underrated player. And underneath Pep Guardiola, the only way for him to go forward is up. It was a brilliant first goal from Sterling as well, my man from Brent. Furthermore, after the first goal scored by Man City, Watford did try and get back in the game, but they couldn't hold on for too long. And as we expected, they got absolutely slumped by Man City.
How good are Manchester City at the moment, in your opinion? Are they good enough to be crowned Premier League champions at the end of the season?
I think Man City are more than capable to be crowned champions of the Premier League once again at the end of the season.
Yeah. We saw Chelsea slip up today. or more importantly, West Ham carry on their momentum. Fantastic win against Chelsea. Are they good enough are Man City good enough to beat the likes of Chelsea and Liverpool to this Premier League crown?
Man City are very much capable to beat the likes of Chelsea and Liverpool, but it all depends on how much they want to win. Because if they're hungry to get the win, they can beat almost every single team in the Premier League.
How much does Pep Guardiola add to Manchester City being their boss? How much does he bring to the team in terms of percentages?
I think Pep Guardiola, he's brought a lot to Man City. Because if you look at Sterling when he first joined Man City, I would say he's an underrated player. But underneath Pep Guardiola, over the years, he's grown to become a world-class player, in my opinion.
People forget that Sterling is only 26 years of age as well. We've still got maybe 5-6 years of him at his absolute peak of his power.
I completely agree with what you just said. And we've yet to see Sterling in this prime.
Is it worrying that City are playing so well, getting so many plaudits, and they haven't got a recognised number 10 or even glorified number 9 on their books?
I wouldn't say it's worrying. It's just about time they get a recognised number 10 and the number 9.
Who would you bring in then? If you had the City checkbook, you were talking to the director of football, who would be your ideal signing for that Manchester City squad?
My ideal signing to Man City? I'm not sure if I have an actual answer to that question, because Man City, if they can blossom as a team as they are now, with the likes of De Bruyne, now they have Grealish, Sterling, Bernardo Silva. They're a great team. I don't think they need anybody else.
At the other end of the table, the bottom end of the table, who would be your top 3 teams you're picking up for relegation this season? Who do you think will be there or thereabouts struggling?
Norwich will be there.
Yeah, Norwich.
Newcastle will be there.
Yeah.
Burnley.
Wow. Good solid picks. James Holder, Pitch Football. We've just witnessed Man City's 3-1 away win over Watford. I've got a Manchester City fan and a Watford fan here. Firstly, boys, hope we're not going to have any animosity or any beef between you both.
No, probably not.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
A little bit disappointed today with the win, or comfortable that damage limitation wasn't too bad?
Well, I thought we played well, but I just think we didn't, take the chances that we needed to. But yeah, Man City had played a great game, and yeah, they deserved the win today.
Love that, buddy. Talk to me about Man City today. How good were they? Were they exceptionally good, or Watford were exceptionally bad, in your opinion?
I think we played really well. I think it was actually quite close. Just Watford missed some opportunities, and we scored the opportunities that we had.
Can you see the gap in class of players between Man City and that of Watford today?
Yeah, but not much. It's not much. It was close. It was close. Just Man City took more chances.
Top of the table, we saw Chelsea slip up today. What does that mean to you as a Manchester City fan?
I don't think we're going to win the league, but
really?
I hope so.
Optimism. I've got to love a bit of optimism. How about you, young man? Have Watford got enough about them to stay in the Premier League this year? Will they be okay come the end of the season?
Well, yeah, they're definitely not a championship team. But yeah, I think mid-table. I think we're going to finish mid-table.